Hey friends, my name's Adam. Welcome to Upstreet Online. All month long, we've been talking about self-control. Now, we're not just talking about the self-control you need to keep from eating an entire box of cookies or binge watching YouTube videos all day. I mean, that kind of self-control is important, but what we're talking about is when something happens and we start saying things or doing things we would never normally say or do. It's like we become a monster version of ourselves and have a monster attack.
Monster attack!
Monster attacks don't look good on anyone, and they can really mess things up around us. So we've got to take a step back and choose how to act. We have to have self-control. Let's check in with Caleb from that show with that guy to see what he has to say about this whole self-control thing.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. Welcome to that show! We're gonna continue talking about self-control, and I thought this week it'd be cool if we did something just a little bit different. Psych! We are still doing a pup cup challenge! Let's get the puppies. Willow, you want to come talk to the people? Once again, we're just talking through some things. I promise, I'm great with dogs. Willow. Winston. Winston is our previous champion. And start the clock, go. All right, that is a new world record, 0.5 seconds from my man Winston! Let's see, we're gonna go again. We're gonna see if you can make it longer than 0.5 seconds, okay, bro? Okay, here we go. All right, ready? Okay, Winston. Get in there good, buddy. You did it, folks. Winston, you want to tell us how you did it?
Nope.
No, again.
I'm a dog person.
Sit. Self-control, everyone. She's choosing to not sit. That takes self-control. It takes self-control to not continue licking the floor after the whipped cream is gone. Self-control. 5. Self-control. 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 Guys, it has been an incredible week hanging out with my friends. They're all just running around. Willow, do you want a treat? Willow? Winston? I promise I'm not just talking to myself. I think they're ready to leave. So we're gonna wrap this up so they can leave. Guys, thank you for joining me on another episode of That Show with That Guy. Let's do the thing, shall we? Stay saucy, love on somebody, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace!
You love me first, I am yours. Your love won't end, there's always more. You say your son, so I can see, this kind of love is a game changer. Everything I need is I change the world when I love like you do. I change the world when I love like you do. I change the world when I love like you do. I change the world when I love like you do. This kind of love is a game changer. Everything I need is found in you. This kind of love is a game changer. I wanna follow and love like you do. I wanna follow and love like you do. I wanna follow and love like you do.
Alright, you guys, you know how we've been talking about self-control? Well, I really lost mine the other day. Me and my friends were shooting hoops like we always do, and one of the kids from down the street came to play. And he's good, like really good. He hits every three. So basically he's killing it, and we're losing. Every shot I tried, I missed. I got so frustrated. Then we both went for the ball, and he accidentally elbowed me in the face. Hard. And even though it was an accident, I was already mad because we were losing. So I turned around without thinking and said, I really don't want to tell y'all what I said, but I said, "You idiot, that hurt. Go home and don't come back." And here's the worst part. He just dropped the ball and walked off. I do want him to come back. I can't believe I said that.
Take a step back,
Choose how to act.
take a step back.
Choose how to act. Choose how to act.
Self-control. Taking a step back to choose how to act.
Man, Ben, I can relate. I bet you can too. We've all said something that we didn't really mean. Something that in the moment we just let fly out without even thinking. Words that really hurt. Why? Because words are powerful. Check this out. Alexa, turn off the lights. Alexa, turn on the lights. Pretty cool, right? And you can even ask Alexa questions like this. Alexa, what is your costume gonna be for the Mega Awesome Costume Party?
I can't tell you. It's a surprise. It would be awkward if Siri came wearing the same costume. I don't want her stealing my idea.
Oh, that makes sense. Thanks, Alexa. She's incredible, right? Words have power. Just by using words, you can turn on the lights, you can play your favorite song, you can ask what the weather's gonna be that day, you can even order something on Amazon, and a ton of other stuff. Our tongues are really powerful. And not just for using Alexa and Siri, the words that you say can make someone feel really great or really awful. Your tongue is powerful. Now, as a kid, I know you might feel like you don't have much control over your life. You have parents and teachers that are telling you what to do and how to behave. But you do have control over your tongue, and that's a big deal. In fact, this is what James in the Bible says about the power of your tongue. Alexa, read James 3:5-6.
Okay, here is what I found. The tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider that a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue is also a fire.
So basically, James is saying that even though our tongue is small, it does big things. It can have a big impact on the way that you treat others and the way that you behave. It's like a spark that starts a fire. I mean, think about fire for a minute. We know fire is dangerous, but this little flame, it doesn't seem so dangerous, right? It's just a spark. But look what a spark can turn into. I mean, that fire is dangerous. It can destroy forests and homes, it can hurt animals and people. Just like a small spark can lead to a big fire, your small tongue can hurt people in pretty big ways. This is why it's so important that you hold your tongue so you don't hurt someone. You see, we can't take our words back. Once they're out there, they're out. You can't undo hurtful words. You know this. If someone has ever said something mean to you, even if they say they're sorry, and you forgive them, the words still hurt. You can't take hurtful words back once they're out there. I'm gonna need something for this next part. Oh, Alexa, I need a large tube of toothpaste for immediate delivery.
Good for you. Dental hygiene is very important. Ordering gigantic toothpaste. Delivery expected immediately.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Sorry, I'll let myself in. Hope that's okay. But this was outside your front door.
That was fast, thanks. Actually, I'm glad you're here. Can you help me out for just a second?
Sure.
So as I was saying, we can't take our words back. It's like this tube of toothpaste. Imagine with me that the tube of toothpaste is like your tongue, and the toothpaste inside is like your words. Sometimes you say something great like, "Mom, that dinner was amazing," or "You're such a great friend to me. I'm so glad we're in the same class." But sometimes our words aren't so great. Like when you say, "I can't believe you missed that ball. It was such an easy catch," or "Where did you get that shirt? It's weird." Or you might say something like, "That was such a dumb thing to say." Sometimes we say things that hurt people, but we can't take them back, can we? I mean, you can't say, "Your shirt is weird," and then 5 minutes later say, "I mean, your shirt is cool." No one would believe you. You can't take back the words you say. It's like this. "Okay, Jeff, can you put about half of that toothpaste back into this tube?" Okay, right, you can't do it. You and I can cause big problems with our tiny tongues. We hurt others and we can't undo it. And we don't want to hurt anyone. That's why we need to hold our tongues. Hey, thanks, Jeff.
Hey, you're welcome.
So this is just like the verse that we've been learning all month long. Alexa, what's James 1:19?
James 1 verse 19 says everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry.
James reminds us that we need to be slow to speak and slow to become angry. Just like that toothpaste, we can't take back the words we say. We want to make sure that we speak words that will encourage and help others. Having self-control keeps you from hurting your family members and your friends. Remember, we can't take back our words once we say something without self-control. That's why you need to hold your tongue so you don't hurt someone. Let's talk to God and ask Him to help us to have self-control with our words. God, sometimes holding our tongue is really, really hard. Help us to have self-control, to take a step back and to choose our words wisely. We love you. Thank you for helping us. Amen.
Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. James 1:19. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. James 1:19.
You know, my words got me into this mess. I think I better use my words to get me out of it. I need to admit I was wrong. Say I'm sorry and try to make things right, because I didn't really mean what I said. Like, at all. And even though it hurt when he elbowed me, I never should have said that I wanted him to leave and never come back. That's not even true. Maybe next time I'll stop and remember to think before I say something unkind. You know? Have some self-control. I'm gonna head to his house right now and apologize. Wish me luck. Later.
Words have power. I don't know about you, but I've definitely said things that hurt someone else when I really didn't mean to. Have you ever said something and immediately wished you could have taken it back? I know I have. Well, I want you to remember, before you blow your stack, remember this. Hold your tongue so that you don't hurt someone. Hold your tongue. Okay, so I don't actually mean to hold your tongue literally, but you know what I mean. Have a great week. See you back here next week. Later, or as my friend Caleb would say, peace.